Junior guard Naiel Smith has called 5 different states home, but it's the Brooklyn neighborhood of Flatbush that defined his game.
Growing up in Brooklyn, it's not easy. That's for sure. Especially my neighborhood. It's a very tough neighborhood, Flatbush. A lot of bad things going on. And you got to be able to make it out. And that's why I feel like I'm the person I am today, because of growing up where I grew up.
Brooklyn, New York, the concrete jungle. The place where junior guard Naiel Smith crafted his game.
Brooklyn more gritty, just because of it's being so fast, and you see so much people, different people every time you walk outside. They always say that guys from New York can dribble the ball real well. That's what I always hear. So I take that, because I feel like that's an attribute that I'm really good at. I used to have a little, those little blue homicide balls. We call it homicide balls. I don't know what y'all call it. The little blue bouncy balls. I used to have that in the house. When we was living in Crown Heights, I used to have that dribbling in the house. My mom used to yell at me like, "Stop dribbling the damn ball!" But I used to never listen. And I feel like that right there, dribbling that little ball, helped me a lot with my handle. My mom, she tried real hard with us though. She tried to do her best, and I commend her for that. 4 kids by herself, and one Christmas, all the kids got big toys, different gadgets. And me and my brother got these big old trucks. Like, just that's all we got for that Christmas. And I was just so happy because I ain't never really got enough for Christmas, and we got these expensive trucks. My brother had what you call schizophrenia. He was diagnosed with that at around age 20. My brother ended up in a hospital somehow in Miami. And one day he just started flipping out. Like, I want to go home, I want to go home. And the doctors had to calm him down, so I guess their method of calming him down was putting their knee on his throat. And at the time he had food in his mouth, so he couldn't breathe. So while he was on the floor, he's telling him, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe." But I mean, I guess they wasn't hearing that, and he died. And this is the first time I'm ever sharing that story. I think about him a whole lot. It's crazy. Sometimes I even kept myself tearing up for real. And I don't feel like that's never gonna change though. I'm always thinking about my brother, whether I'm 22 or 39 years old, because of the memories we shared.
My name is Naiel Smith, 6'1" point guard.
Smith has called 5 different states home. He finished his high school career in Orlando before 1 year of prep basketball in Charlotte. He played his first 2 years of college basketball in Texas.
I decided to venture out and try to figure out another home for myself. Coach Witt, he recruited me so hard, and I felt like he was real when he was recruiting me. That was the most important thing to me.
He's a pure point guard, and on top of that, he's a complete team guy, all in, really high character, hard worker, deeply respected by his peers and by his coaching staff. He's had a really big impact on our team.
I feel like I'm definitely a pass-first point guard. I'm always willing to get my teammates involved. Like I said, I'd rather pass the ball and get an assist than a huge bucket. And I just been that way ever since I could remember. I just been everywhere, and I feel like it made me a better person, just getting around. It's definitely a culture shock, just being all over the place. But regardless where I am, I'm gonna play them to the best of my ability.